Yo, he's right here. Yep.
He's in the sniper tower up there.
There's his front.
Got one. I'm weak. I'm weak. I got two. So weak. I'm 9 bank. Boom! Let's go! Let's go, boys!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
10 kills, bro.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lucid here, and today we're going over BO4's Blackout Beta. So,
Only place left now.
here we are at the end of Blackout Beta, and I'm honestly, I just don't even know what to do with myself. I enjoyed this beta so much, but that's not why we're here. So I'm gonna go over the good and the bad with my honest opinion. And again, guys, these aren't facts. These are my honest opinions and nothing more. Now, I'm going to go ahead and kick things off with the good. First thing I want to start off with, this game felt like COD. It felt good. I really don't know how any other way to say it. It felt great. It felt like the OG COD kind of feel where, you know, it's that first person shooter. It's really enjoyable to play. And as a hardcore COD guy, this just felt amazing. It felt better than any battle royale I had ever played. The graphics and the clarity of the game were absolutely phenomenal. I have nothing bad to say about it in that aspect. The playability of the game was fantastic. Now when I say playability, I'm kind of, that's a broad spectrum. So what I mean by that is the game didn't get stale. Throughout the entire beta, I enjoyed playing it, whether I was playing it by myself, playing it with friends, or the whole reject squad was tearing it up. Either way, I enjoyed the game. And it didn't get stale with me. They did such an amazing job by adding in things, you know, close quarter mode they added for duos. I think they added one day for solos. They had all kinds of different things. And for a beta and them to already start doing that, that really shows a lot of hope for the future, that there is going to be so much to play. On top of that, we got all the way, you know, for the last 2 hours of the beta, we played 100 people, and really no issues. There was definitely more server issues with this than there was with the multiplayer. The multiplayer had very, very, very few issues there in this beta. But this one, we did have a little bit more issues. As far as, you know, servers dropping and stuff like that. Now, I do want to talk about the whole aspect of this game that I think I really loved. The maps were fantastic. Like the map was fantastic because it included so many maps that we already knew, and it just made you kind of feel at home in the COD world. Like that to me was insane. They had so many maps and they integrated them so well. Like it wasn't like they just, you know, kind of took it here, throw it over there, and I'll take this map, now let's throw it over there. It was there were some parts where it's just literally a piece of a map thrown into it. But it all flowed and went so well. And if you played the beta, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you didn't play the beta, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It was absolutely awesome. I thought the game was great. I just really enjoyed the game. I loved it. But there were so it's honestly really hard. Like it's really hard. Well, I guess at this point, this is where we stop. We talked about what they did wrong and things that I didn't like in the game, or things that I felt need to be changed. And this is going to be the longer part of this because I felt like I needed to be short and sweet with the good, because there was honestly, I could go on forever. I really enjoyed the beta. but the negatives I'm going to get a little more detailed into. Picking up items in this game was horrible. It was really rough. And I did get used to it more and more, but for the most part, it was just really hard. Like, you constantly had to be looking at the ground. You couldn't be looking for, you know, opponents up and coming and things like that. You couldn't do it. And that, to me, made it really hard. It made it really challenging. But, again, a lot of stuff like that, and there's a few other things I've got on my list that they've already been addressing. So, you know, that kind of goes along with the good. You know, they've been super communicative. So, number 2 is armor. A lot of people say, like, oh, we need nerf armor, we need to nerf armor, we need to get rid of armor 3, blah, blah, blah. In my personal opinion, I feel like armor should just be one thing and one thing only. It should just be one solid thing across the board, and that's that. You know, for example, Fortnite, if someone has full shield, you know what to expect. And I think that's one thing that would be really, really helpful in this game in particular. That way, every time you go into a gunfight, you know what to expect out of the other person. You know what you can push, you know what you can't. You just know what to expect. On the exact same hand, if someone's pushing you, you know what to expect. Now this also brings up another thing. Armor health. Now they did introduce something that gave us, you know, an idea on, you know, how much health your armor had. And it was just a little picture at the bottom left-hand side that was basically, you know, it was damaged or it wasn't damaged. How was that? I would love to see like a little health bar down there. That to me would be awesome. For instance, I had level 2 armor at one point. I picked up another level 2 armor that looked perfect on the ground, put it on, and it was battered to bits. And so was the armor that just dropped. I mean, it was battered, this one was battered, and I was just kind of sitting there like, well, I just picked up my old one because I was like, well, I know there's only been a few shots put into this one, might as well use it. That one might take only one bullet. Who knows? Another major thing for me was the zombies' health. The zombies were way too hard to kill, and this affected how I played the game a lot. For instance, you know, Asylum, specifically Asylum. I never wanted to land Asylum because I knew what would happen. I could get there first, do everything right, get guns, but I would still 9 times out of 10 get screwed over, and the reason being the zombies. So either I would be fighting the zombies, and then, you know, someone would either wait for all the zombies to be dead, and then come in, you know, just kind of swarm you, and you would literally be out of ammo, because it would take so much. It would take all the ammo you were carrying to kill, you know, 3 zombies. Or you would get in that situation where, you know, you're in gunfights with people, and then now you've got, you know, 5-6 zombies that you know are getting you at the exact same time. They're not even getting the other player. I don't mind the zombies, but I feel like the zombies need to be a lot easier to kill. I feel like it would affect the game a little less, but still be as awesome as it was to see them there. Another thing, this is just kind of like a personal preference thing, just something I thought would be awesome to see. Instead of doing, you know, level 1, 2, 3 armor, what if you had a level 1 and 2 backpack? So, for instance, the backpack and then a tactical backpack. And the difference being that you could carry maybe more ammunition. Also, the main reason I thought of this is carry a 3rd gun. So if you have a regular backpack, you can carry your 2 guns like you always do. If you have a tactical backpack, you could carry 3. There were several times where I found myself in the situation where I had an AR and a sniper, but I knew where the circle was going, a sub would be really beneficial, but I knew my sniper was going to do well for me until that circle starts closing. In those instances, I would love to be able to have that sub as just, you know, alright, when it comes down to it, I know it, I've got it, I'm good. And there's also instances, instances where I wanted to carry an AR, a tactical AR, and a sniper. So it made it where I think it would be really awesome if that could be introduced. It could definitely change up how you play. I do think there would become some little negatives to it, but for the most part, I think it would be just a positive thing.
One in this building, yeah.
So on to a couple other things that are, again, just personal preferences. I thought the subs could be a little bit better than what they were. I did 2 sub-only challenges, and they worked out well. It definitely had to change how I played, and I had to be a lot smarter with what I carried to do it, but I was able to do it, but I also was only able to do it because I had teammates that didn't have subs, if that makes any sense. So like in those sniper situations, you know, I could kind of take cover, you know, move if I could, but if I couldn't move, I was fine because my teammate could get him. Now, by no means am I saying that a sub should be able to challenge a sniper rifle, but there's just, I feel like they could be a little bit better. I don't think they need to be, you know, like majorly buffed or anything, but I do feel they could be a little bit better. The pump shotgun, oh man. So if y'all watched my streams from the time of the beta and everything, then you probably seen me get what I call double pumped. And what double pumped is, what I meant by it, the pump shotgun in this game is 2 shots. And for some reason in close quarters, I couldn't even touch them if I had a sub. Like I was having a really hard time. That gun just really gets under my skin and annoys me. I can't explain it. The double pump shotgun, whatever. It just, I don't like that gun. I don't like it. There's nothing that's gonna change about it. I know it, and it's fine. I just wanted to put it out there. I did not like that gun.
Bro, straight raping. What is Badger shooting?
Southeast.
But all in all, here's my honest opinion on this game. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We are going to be doing coverage on Blackout, on multiplayer. We might even do some on zombies just because it's a Treyarch zombies, and I love zombies with Treyarch. I hated the World War II zombies, but we might do it. I'm not saying we are. I'm saying we might. But 100% sure we're going to be doing Blackout content. We're going to be doing multiplayer content. That's 100% certain. We'll probably even be doing competitive content within BO4 as well. I honestly, if you haven't tried this game, I highly recommend it. I really recommend playing this game because I honestly believe it's going to be something awesome. It's the best battle royale game I've ever played, and I honestly feel like it's going to be one of the best CODs ever. And the reason for saying that is it has so many different games that you can play inside the same game. If you get tired of playing multiplayer, you can go jump on Blackout. If you get tired of playing Blackout, you can jump on multiplayer, zombies, whatever. You can go do that. And that's why I have a really large amount of hope for this game, and I really think it's going to be something awesome. But guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of this gameplay. It's going to end with a nice dub from your boy. But as always, guys, if you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you liked it and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, turn that notifications on. We usually stream about every day. Here, since the beta just ended, we streamed so hard during the beta. I am taking like a day or 2 off. But there's always content going up on the channel, especially now with BO4. So, as always, guys, thank you so much, and deuces, I'm out.
He's so weak. Push him up to you guys. Push up to you. Thank you to whoever finished that dude off. Yo, hey, 3v1, 3v1. Get the hell